Hello YouTube and Tribe of the Horror Realm. Better late than never. This is our entry into Dislexsiknik's Alphabet of Awesome Movies, Part 3. At this point, if you're watching them, you probably have a good idea how it runs, so I really won't get into all the particulars. This one we're dealing with the letter D as well as the word destruction. So, what movie did you pick for D?
Dr. Butcher.
MD.
MD. I saw this movie quite a while ago. It was very disturbing, but it was excellent. The only thing I don't like about a lot of things, I don't like cannibals, and I didn't know about the cannibals until I watched it, and I kind of scolded Chris for it because he told me nothing about the cannibals in the movie. But if you've never seen it, I'd actually check it out.
Do you remember the cannibal fact about what the cannibals were? Really?
You told me it was some kind of tribe.
Ian McCulloch told you.
You said it was some kind of tribe and they ate the liver and they would throw up after they ate the liver.
Yeah, because they're vegetarians.
Yes.
Yeah, the actual cannibals in Dr. Butcher were South Vietnamese vegetarians. So, when they had to eat the body and they were eating like liver, the director would say cut, they'd go to the side and force themselves to vomit it out. For my pick, there was a lot of good ones for D, and I decided this one is really appropriate, and that is Death Dream. Of course, done by Bob Clark, famous for Porky's, among other films. Yeah, it has a definitely has a message, based on the Vietnam War just ending and all. But more than anything, it's a really good zombie movie. It really takes kind of the monkey's paw approach of careful what you wish for. You may get it. I honestly think that this one is really underrated. As far as movies go, there's too few people discussing Death Dream because it is fantastic. So now, the next one is D, Destruction. A movie that has destruction in it. And destruction is, oh my God, you can go anywhere with that. There's always famous destruction moments. Like the friggin' toilet bowl in your sister after your family's chili fest. She destroyed that thing. What did you pick?
Gremlins 2. It's at the end of the movie when all the gremlins get blown up, courtesy by Murray. The water is dumped on them, and then, of course, Murray throws in the electric.
Well, he releases them. He doesn't
releases the electric gremlin into the mix of all the gremlins, and they all blow up, except for one, which is the girl gremlin. She survives.
I ain't even sure if that's a girl or not.
I don't know. I call it the girl gremlin.
Could be a cross-dressing gremlin.
She also finds a mate.
Yeah. Well, for me, destruction means usually one thing does destruction really well, and that is giant monsters, kaijus. They just stomp the shit out of everything. So, in honor of destruction, you can go with so many of them, and it's hard to pick from. But since I recently picked this one up and it's sitting around and I don't have to go dig the others out, we're going to go with Godzilla vs. Biollante. This movie actually is one that hasn't been out on DVD until recently, and it came out with very little fanfare. You can pick this up pretty cheap. it's a movie that Godzilla fans have had to deal with bootleg copies and DVD-Rs of, but now we get a legitimate release by Miramax and Echo Bridge. So the only one I think at this point is Godzilla '85. We still need a copy of. All right, so now for the letter E, we got to come up with a word that begins with E for next week.
My word is elegance.
Well, for me, I got a good one. Earmuffs.
The ones that go over the ears, right?
Yeah, that's what I meant. The ones that go over the ears. Earmuffs. Take it as you will.